Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic which is financial freedom. What exactly is financial freedom? So financial freedom is nothing but the time independence. Let me explain that. Today, whether we are doing a job, whether we are running a shop, whether we are running a business, what we are exactly doing? We are mainly exchanging our time with money. So we are basically trading our time in exchange of money. And this is what we all do on a regular basis. And why do we do so? Because we wanted to meet out our monthly expenses using that money which we have earned. Have you ever wondered that how much corpus you need in order to be financially free or become time independent? Let's see it with the help of a five-step process, and if you follow that, you will never run out of money once you have attained a certain corpus. We are going to understand it with the help of three examples for three different individuals who are having the different monthly expenses. So before we go into the process, let's have a look at the assumptions first. So we have assumed that we are going to get 8% return from the debt investment, 12% from equity, 6% inflation rate, and whatever process we are following, we are going to repeat it after every 12 years. In addition to that, we have assumed that you are living in your own house and you are not going to make use of this money for your kids' higher education or for any other expense. You would have kept aside some other corpus for meeting out those expenses. So let's have a look at the process first, and then we are going to look at three examples based on the same process. So in the step one of the process, you need to calculate your annual expense. In the step two, multiply this annual expense with 25 in order to get the required corpus. In the step three, the corpus need to be divided into two equal parts. In the step four, you need to invest the part 1 into debt and part 2 into equity, and in the step 5 you need to repeat the step 1 to step 4 after a period of 12 years. Let's look at the case 1 with a monthly expense of 1 lakh. So let's look at the case 1 wherein the monthly expense is 1 lakh rupees, annual expense is 12 lakh rupees, and the corpus required is 25 times the annual expense, which is 3 crore. In the step 1, what we are going to do, we are going to divide this corpus into two equal parts, part 1 1.5 crore, part 2 1.5 crore. In the step 2, we are going to invest the part 1 at 8% into a debt instrument, and the part 2 will be invested in equity at 12% per annum. In the step 3, if we see 8% of 1.5 crore will be 12 lakh rupees, which is going to easily cover our annual expenses. In the step 4, what we see is that in 12 years, equity will grow 4 times with the rule of 72. So part 2, which was 1.5 CR, will become 6 CR. Now, what is rule of 72? Rule of 72 basically talks about at what rate you are going to double your money or in how many years you are going to double your money. So in our case, we know that the rate of return is 12%. So 72 divided by 12 is 6. So in the 6 years, we are going to double our money. So 1.5 CR will become 3 CR at the end of 6 years. Now again in the next 6 years, this 3 CR will become 6 CRs. So at the end of 12 years, we are going to get a corpus of 6 CR from this portion. In the step 5, we are going to repeat the step 1 to step 4 with the corpus which is available in the step 4. As we are at the end of 12-year period, we are going to repeat the same process step 1 to step 4 using the corpus which we have generated in the step 4 through equity. Now we have also considered a 6% inflation rate, meaning our annual expenses, which were 12 lakh rupees earlier, will become 24 lakh at the end of 12 years. So we have 6 CR. We are going to divide this 6 CR into two parts of 3 CR each. We are going to invest 3 CR at the rate of 8%, which is going to give us 24 lakh rupees, which is going to cover our annual expenses. And the remaining 3 CR, we are again going to invest for a period of 12 years at the rate of 12%, meaning this 3 CR will become 12 CR at the end of 12 years. And in this way, the whole cycle repeats again and again, and we never run out of money. And this financial freedom hack we can use at any age depending on our annual expenses at that point in time.
Step 3, corpus of 1.5 CR, which is invested in debt at 8% per annum. It also allows you to start withdrawing 1.5 lakh per month after first 6 years, which will still leave around 95 lakh at the end of 12 years. So it covers the inflation quite well. Now, in case if somebody is facing a issue that they are not getting a 8% return in debt, you can still use this corpus of 1.5 CR to withdraw 1 lakh rupees per month for 12 years, and the interest which you are earning on a yearly basis can be used as an offset against inflation.
Let's see case 2 with monthly expense 1.5 lakh. So case 2 is for an individual whose monthly expense is 1.5 lakh. In this case, the annual expense will become 18 lakh rupees and the corpus required will be 25 times of that, which is 4.5 CR. We are going to follow exactly the same process what we have learned so far. So we are going to divide it into two equal parts, 2.25 CR each, and we are going to repeat the same cycle what we have seen before. Let's see case 3 with monthly expense 2 lakh. So in case 3 where the monthly expense is 2 lakh, annual expense will become 24 lakh and the required corpus is 25 times of that, which is 6 CR. So we are going to divide it into two equal parts, 3 CR each, and we are going to follow the same cycle what we have seen before. Friends, hope you would have enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for such more informative videos in future. Thank you.